Hello and welcome to another episode. Today I'm going to be talking about the crane and silo set from Tesseract Tomb. This set was released in February 2026. I've used several of Tesseract's kits over the past months to build a railway and abandoned port table, and I just absolutely love the aesthetic, and they're an absolute dream to print on an FDM printer. I use a Bambu P1S, and all you have to do is plug and play. It is super easy and it comes out amazing. Don't go anywhere, we're building and painting this terrain next. I'm breaking down my go-to recipe and basic techniques to help you complete this project. And now is time for the fun part, sponging. I find this weathering technique super quick, effective, and it's perfect for terrain. This is nothing new, it's a very common way of adding some texture and building up the weathering effects, simply using a black and brown acrylic paint, using a bit of sponge, and then using a paper towel to get rid of any excess before applying it to the actual model. My top tip is to start with the black paint and then use the brown, because if you do it the other way around, the black colour can sometimes overwhelm the paint scheme. I think it's also important to remember that this is a 3D model, so break the model down into smaller sections, especially on these larger pieces, and just take your time and slowly build up the colours. And don't be worried about making mistakes or putting too much paint on, because as you'll see, we're going to use a filter using some of the brown paint, and then we're going to use the airbrush to tie the whole model together at the end. Now that we've allowed the wash to dry overnight, and I'm just going to go back in using black through the airbrush just to try and give some depth to the shadows and to build on that weathered, battered look. Now that we've done the framework for both the crane and the silos, it's time to focus on the cabin, the silo bins and the lattice. When it comes to the brown rusted effect, it's my tried and tested camouflage brown and orange from Halfords, which is an automotive centre here in the UK, and they do a good range of spray paints. I then coat it using clear coat for using Vallejo red and green through the airbrush. Going for a desaturated colour because we're going for a weathered look rather than brand new. And lastly, when it comes to the lattice, I use a very simple hairspray technique. So once the brown rusted effect has been applied, I'll again use clear coat. Once that's dried, I'll give it a coat of hairspray. After about 20 minutes, I'll go in with Vallejo white and then go in with Vallejo black. You want to give this about another 20 minutes, and then you want to go in with some water and a toothbrush. It usually takes about 60 seconds for the water to react with the hairspray under the paint, so take your time, patience is a virtue, don't go over the top, and just slowly chip away. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video and found it informative and useful. If you're a fan of Tesseract Tombs and you enjoyed the video, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more terrain painting tutorials, 30k battle reports and awesome Horus Heresy content.